journey always holds a story, tales of woe or hope and glory.
Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you an activated indium mine. Of course, a standard mine would be a bit boring, so I'm going to use a bit of glitching to create something a little bit more interesting. A money tree. Of course, with all mining, the best thing you can do is sort out your location, making sure your base is centered around the resources you want to mine, farm. As you can see, I'm measuring out the distances of my base to make sure it's as easy as possible to get to them all without pushing the base too much, which is a technique I'll probably show you in a later video. Right, time to put down the base computer. Another thing I like to do is create a hut, a nice safe space to build from, especially in a toxic planet when you're doing anything that involves activated planets, because, well, they're just deadly. So having a nice shelter is, you can stick in your transporter and your save point and various other things you need just to comfortably get building. Right, looking for the nice centre of the hotspot for the maximum. It's only a B class, but it's really difficult to find those S's and A's. There we go, moving it. That's now the centre. Right, now time to build the trunk using switches to glitch to from the light box. Technique I showed you in an earlier video. I'll probably demonstrate, well, I will be demonstrating in this video as well. But look to the previous video if you want a bit more detail how to do it. Yeah, that looks good. Holding it up. As you can see, I'm using that center point to line up the switches to give an even spread. Okay, the first glitch. Whoosh. Nice. Rotating round to the next light box. And you can see I still struggle from time to time, so don't worry if you do. It happens. But there you go. I demonstrate this technique in the video. It's your first base, your first glitch video. Goes into a little bit more detail how to do it. There we go. And we come to the last one in this section. Looking nice. I found that raising light boxes to the same height as your glitching is more comfortable. Seems to work better. Yep, starting to look good. I got 3 in, got quite a few to go. So I've got to raise the trunk part of the tree. Well, creating the branches now, I had to do a lot of fiddling and twisting and all that sort of stuff to try to get it into place. I got there eventually by adding more triangles, raising one up of the other. Glitching more mineral extractors to the trunk part of the build. To save on memory in the base, I basically had to just remove the triangles and it would remove the switches along with it, help base loading, and means I can build more stuff. I didn't like the way the trunk fell at the bottom, so I went through a redesign, which meant getting some cubes at an angle so I could put switches at the bottom. I can have some storage containers branching up into a nice neat triangle. Right, lining up some switches to glitch the storage containers too. Centered. I believe that's close to the center. Of course. Yeah, I had to use the pipe because the cubes stuck out and you couldn't delete them. So the pipe is hidden inside the storage container and doesn't make the build look a bit messy. Yep, lining up some switches to create the branches, or the stalks for the branches. There we go. Done. And the next one. Cool. Like the trunk, once I've glitched the storage containers to the leafy section, I basically had to remove the triangles. Oh look, didn't quite manage that one. And again. Yeah. As I was saying, we have to remove the triangles because the switches use up so much memory. So basically I had to go down the centre, taking out the triangles and the switches at the same time. Or the frame rate would drop to ridiculously low levels. Now the piping, I had to get a nice angle so I can get them nice and neat and all in the same place. I found by coming down low and pointing up I could get to the top connector. Piping is actually the most worrying thing because you're scared you're going to miss something. Because it's all so complex. Leave those triangles in. Future expansion, just simply have to recolor them. That's if I can expand. Might be on the limits. Right, time to lay down some flooring at the bottom. Nice level area. Using the oligolis curve to get a nice carved floor. Placing some cubes to work from. And of course some piping for the glitch to come. Move the pyramids and the cubes. And finally some adjacency glitching, which basically involves selecting one image and then quickly shifting over to the other. If you can do the wire glitch, you can do that once you've got the technique down. Floor panels to act as a guide. Lay the panels that are quite easy to lay. You can either do the frontage glitch, which I'm demonstrating now, you can see the one in the middle you have to go underneath to get out. Sometimes you can get it from the top, but this one you have to go from the bottom. Or you can use this technique, which is using the half wall and then adjacency glitching to the floor. There we go, another example. Still having problems from time to time. There we go. The final base, a wee tour as the camera jumps about because of the mining extractors. 36mm, not bad. Of course, remember, it all depends on where you sell it. Price will vary per system, and if you sell in one system, the price will crash. And this system only got 151mm. When I picked up another 250, you can see the price has crashed by nearly 80%. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit those buttons. It really does help. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.